I am 91 years old, and I want to talk to you about anxiety. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does some old retired general from Tennessee know about anxiety? Fair question. Fair question. So let me tell you what I know. In the winter of 1950, I was 17 years old. 17, freezing to death at a place called Chosin Reservoir, North Korea, 30 below zero. Chinese soldiers coming at us in waves, men dying all around me, some from bullets, some just froze where they stood. I watched my best friend Eddie bleed out in the snow because we couldn't get him to a medic in time. That's what I know about anxiety. And if I can beat it, and I did beat it, then I reckon I got something worth saying. When I came home in 1953, I was a wreck. A wreck. Couldn't sleep more than an hour or two without waking up screaming. Loud noises, a car backfiring, a door slamming. I'd hit the ground before I knew what I was doing. I was angry all the time, drank too much, picked fights for no reason. My hands would shake sometimes, and I couldn't make them stop. I just couldn't. They didn't call it PTSD back then. They called it bad nerves. Told me to man up, shake it off, quit being difficult. So that's what I tried to do. Didn't work. You can't just decide to stop being anxious any more than you can decide to stop bleeding. It don't work like that. So if anybody's ever told you to just calm down or stop worrying, they don't know what they're talking about. That's the first thing I want you to understand. Anxiety ain't weakness. It ain't weakness. It ain't something you can just turn off. It's real. And it's hard. And anybody who says different ain't never really had it. Now here's what I learned. And it took me about 15 years to figure this out. 15 years. So maybe I can save you some time. First thing, your body holds on to fear. I don't know the science of it, but I know it's true. When you're anxious, it ain't just in your head, it's in your shoulders, your chest, your gut. So you gotta move. I don't mean go to some fancy gym. I mean work. Physical work. When I was at my worst, the only time I felt okay was when I was out in the field, working so hard I couldn't think. Your body's holding all that fear. You gotta give it somewhere to go. Find something that makes you move, don't matter what. Chop wood, dig a garden, walk 5 miles. When the anxiety comes, don't sit there and think about it. Get up and move. Burn it off. It won't fix everything, but it helps more than anything else I ever tried. Second thing, you got to get outside your own head. Anxiety wants you to focus on yourself, your fears, your problems, your what-ifs. It's like a dog chasing its own tail. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. So you got to break that cycle. Do something for somebody else. Don't matter how small. When I was real bad, my wife Dorothy would send me to check on the neighbors, help fix a fence, deliver some eggs. Got me out of my own head. Hard to worry about your own problems when you're helping somebody else with theirs. Here's the biggest thing I figured out. And this is going to sound simple, but it's the hardest thing to actually do. Anxiety lives in the future. Think about it. What are you anxious about? Something that might happen. Something that could go wrong. Your mind's running ahead to all the bad things that ain't happened yet. But right now, right this second, you're okay. You're breathing. You're alive. Right now is usually fine. It's the thinking about tomorrow that gets you. So when the anxiety hits, I learned to ask myself one question. Is there a problem right now, in this moment, that I got to deal with? Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. And 99 times out of 100, The answer is no. The problem's in my head, not in my life. I'm worrying about something that ain't even real yet. I'll tell you something. I spent years worrying about things that never happened. Years. And all those things I didn't worry about, those are the ones that got me. Life's gonna surprise you no matter what. Worrying don't stop the bad things from coming. It just stops you from enjoying the good things while they're here. Now, I ain't saying don't prepare for things. That's different. Preparing is useful. Worrying ain't. You know the difference. Preparing feels like doing something. Worrying feels like drowning in something. Here's what I learned to do. I ask myself, can I do something about this? If yes, do it. Right now. Don't sit around thinking about doing it. Actually do it. Make the call. Fix the problem. Have the conversation. Most of the time, doing the thing takes less time than worrying about the thing. And if the answer is no, I can't do nothing about it, then I gotta let it go. I know that sounds hard. It is hard. It is. But here's what I figured out. Worrying about something you can't control is like trying to push a river. It ain't gonna move, and you're gonna wear yourself out trying. I saw men die at Chosin. Good men. Better than me. Wasn't nothing I could do about it then. And there's nothing I can do about it now. I can honor them. I can remember them. But I can't. I can't change it. And carrying that guilt, that anxiety for 50 years didn't help them. And it nearly killed me. I'll tell you two more things that helped me. First is faith. Now, I ain't gonna preach at you. That ain't my style. But I will tell you that believing in something bigger than myself gave me a place to put all that fear. I couldn't carry it alone. I needed help. For me, that help came from God. For you, it might be something else. But you gotta find something bigger than yourself to lean on, because carrying all that weight alone will break you. Second is routine. I get up at 5 every morning. Been doing it for 70 years. I know what I'm gonna do when I wake up. I know what comes next. When your mind is chaotic, routine gives you something to hold on to. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. And that's one less thing for the anxiety to grab onto. I'm 91 years old, 91. I've got more years behind me than most people get total. And I'm telling you, the anxiety does get better. Not because life gets easier. It don't. But because you get stronger. You learn what works for you. You build yourself a life that can hold the weight. I ain't gonna lie to you and say the fear goes away completely. I still have nights where I wake up in that snow, back at Chosin. I still got scars that ache when the weather changes. And I don't just mean the ones you can see, but it don't run my life anymore. I run my life. And it took me a long time to get there. But I got there. So here's what I want you to hear. Especially if you're young and you're struggling, it gets better. I know that sounds like something people just say, but I'm 91 years old. I watched men die. I came home broken, and I found peace, real peace, the kind that don't depend on things going right. You're gonna be okay, not because life is gonna be okay. It might not be, but because you're stronger than you think. I know you don't believe that right now. I didn't believe it either, but you are. You just got to give yourself time to prove it. Now go outside, take a walk, get out of your head for a while. The worrying, it'll still be there when you get back, but it might be a little smaller. And that's how you beat it. Not all at once, just a little smaller every day, until you're the one in charge again. That's all I got. Hope it helps somebody.